I think our youth culture today is searching.
Saying, look at me, I want to be different, I want to be noticed.
They want to leave their mark, they want to be significant.
They're just kind of lost, like what do they do, where do they spend their time?
They need to know that they have value.
They're extremely fun, always willing just for adventure, for excitement.
They desire to be a part of something that's real.
One of the number one problems that teens are facing now are temptation with drugs. Drugs are easier to get a hold of, they're cheaper, they're easier to make.
You just see it every day. You see it in their faces. You see that they're struggling through life.
There's nothing to hope for, so why be hopeful?
He's just living in an environment where you don't know who to trust.
So many of the kids that we work with are coming from broken families.
I'll show up to a lot of calls where parents are disrespecting the police and teaching the children.
They have no role models.
Even opening the door for these teens to be able to look at hope and hope with Christ.
No kid is so far gone that you can't touch them.
Youth Dynamics is committed to reaching today's youth through dynamic relationships and challenging experiences. For over 3 decades, we've devoted our lives to teens in the Northwest. Founded in 1970 with the heart of sharing Christ with rural teens, today's leadership is dynamically engaged in fulfilling the mission.
The vision of Youth Dynamics is to see Northwest youth transformed by the power of Christ, integrated into the local church, and impacting their world for Him. Youth Dynamics is committed to reaching teenagers throughout the Northwest. We do this in 3 ways. First, we do this through YD Communities, our outreach ministry to small and rural towns. Secondly, through YD Adventures, which provides outdoor adventure trips for youth. And thirdly, we do that through Stonewater Ranch, our 138-acre camp near Leavenworth.
YD Communities operates in rural and small town areas in the Northwest, working together with churches and schools to impact students in that community.
I really appreciate that YD is going to small places and doing what feels like sometimes like small ministry, but reaching out to kids that aren't getting impacted.
YD Communities is all about building relationships with young people while modeling an authentic Christian lifestyle that communicates genuine love and acceptance.
We want to build that relationship as a foundation for everything that we do.
That's when we're going to see transformation in the lives of students. It's not going to happen through a program where they hear a cool message and pray a prayer. It's going to happen through relationship. That's where depth of impact will happen.
They just need us to step in alongside of them and be stable.
They need somebody who is going to invest in their life and show them that they're worth it.
We go to where kids are, instead of expecting them to come to us.
Throughout the school year, I'm sitting down with students at a lunch table, I'm engaging them in conversation, I'm taking them out to coffee.
What we're trying to do along with the teenage culture is kind of step into their world. We're not trying to pull them into some surreal place that they don't understand.
And it's all about this core relationship and drawing them into a relationship with Christ through my relationship with them.
A student has a really easy time making Jesus their Savior. I've really seen a lot of kids say, man, I want Jesus to save me. I need Him to take my sin away, and I understand what He did for me on the cross. But making Christ their Lord is a whole different thing, and one of the first steps towards that is getting involved in a local church.
We believe that the place of lasting growth and maturity is in the local church. It's not in our ministry.
YD is a bridge between teens and the local church.
You know, as a youth worker, I really appreciate the heart of Youth Dynamics. It just really complements what we do, and it's been a great partnership. That's our heart, and I think that is the key to our success.
Yeah, let me give you a 10-second nutshell. Probably the most amazing, it's just amazing. The scenery, the float, it's beyond words. I can't even describe it to people. And then the brotherhood that existed between these guys. They learned how to love each other and be vulnerable, which they'd never done, and it was remarkable how they did that. And then God just showed up in their lives, and they were drawn to Him, and it was just awesome. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for being a part of what God's doing in Alaska. Thank you for letting us, guiding us down that river. And obviously my favorite people to do trips with in the whole world are YD Adventures.
YD Adventures utilizes powerful and effective adventure-based activities as tools to aid in the unlocking of adolescent hearts and minds.
I love the perspective that it gives kids. I like pulling them out of their everyday routine.
Taking them away from what's normal so they can experience something new.
It allows us to be able to come in the back door and be able to enter into people's lives without those walls going up.
You can build tremendous relationships in a very short time in a wilderness environment or an adventure environment that would take months to build otherwise.
We want to walk alongside these kids for a period of time and then introduce them to Christ so they never walk alone again.
Christ offers freedom, and I think wilderness ministry is the perfect thing that leads people in that direction.
There's so much more to life than sitting in front of a television. And I think that YD Adventures gives them a glimpse of that. And it gives us a chance to share the hope and the life that we have in Christ.
Stonewater Ranch is our 138-acre camp in the Cascade Mountains near Leavenworth, Washington.
There's just something special about this place.
It's just been a great chance for our adults and our students to really go deeper as they see God.
Stonewater Ranch is home to 3 different kinds of ministry. First, it's a base of operations for YD Adventures in Washington. Secondly, it's a place for leadership development, where we train interns, summer staff, and student leaders.
It just feels like there's something spiritually different here. Like it's a peaceful place they can go where they really can connect with God.
And thirdly, Stonewater Ranch is a retreat center for the greater body of Christ.
Stonewater Ranch has just been a great place for our youth ministry and our church staff and just our whole church to get away and retreat.